Well, believe it or not, at the making of this video, we are just 33 days away from spring. That's right. Winter is almost over, and today's video is going to be about saving you money while getting you ready for spring. I rarely speak in absolutes, but I can, with confidence, today say that if you watch this video, you will be saving money on your garden. And one of the reasons why is because people wait until spring. We see our numbers go up as content creators, especially gardening content creators. You see the numbers jump up in April and in May, but what I'm about to show you is something that you need to do today. Well, or at least soon. I'm the Frugal Gardener. Thank you for stopping by and visiting my channel. I hope you subscribe because we are just getting started. I'm in my mid 70s. I garden in zone 7A. I'm in West Virginia. And today we're going to talk about saving money. Saving money in your garden. So I'm going to start with showing you 4 things that you can do now instead of waiting until the last minute, because some of this is going to take you time, but these are things that you can do that's going to save you money over time. We talk about NPK. You probably hear it all the time as gardeners, and that's N for nitrogen, K for potassium, and P is for phosphorus. And we just generally go to the store and spend money and buy items that have that ready made for us to put into our garden. But what about what you had in the garden last year already? You already have some of these things in your garden, and you might just need a boost. You may not need to actually go and spend the money to actually buy those things. So I'm going to start here with eggshells because these are the ones you're probably most familiar with. So I have some eggshells here. I never, ever throw eggshells out. I put them in this little plastic bag here, stick them in the bottom of the refrigerator until I'm ready to process them. By processing them, I mean to smash them up, and you put them, some people, sometimes I boil them because people are freaking out about salmonella and problems with the eggs. A lot of people are having problems with eggs now. I thank God we have our own chicken, so we have no shortage of eggs. We get between 5 and 8 eggs a day. So I'm real happy about that. But you can see from my little display here that the eggshells will provide sulfur, potassium, there's that K in the NPK, magnesium, phosphorus, there's the P, and sulfur. So let's go over this again. Calcium, sulfur, potassium, magnesium, and phosphorus. Basically, I'll put a link at the bottom of this video, but basically you crush these up, you put them in a coffee grinder, they turn into dust, and you have what you need. You add this to your soil, and that's it. That's free. So there's something that you should just learn to do instinctively if you want to save money in your garden. And number 2 is wood ash. And again, these are in no particular order. This is a no-brainer for me. I have a fireplace. If you don't have a fireplace, this is another reason why you want to start to do this now instead of waiting a month or 2 months when you actually get out in the garden. Because by compiling this, and you can get it from anybody that you know that has a fireplace, just ask them to put the ash aside. Now you have to be careful, because if they're burning finished wood, if they're burning wood that has varnish or shellac or that's pressure treated, you don't want to use it. Excuse me. So you just want plain, ordinary wood. And what are you going to get from that? You're going to get calcium. You're going to get potassium. There's your K. And you're going to get magnesium. And just so that I wouldn't forget, I made a little notation for myself, if you excuse my handwriting, non-chemically treated wood. So you have the eggshells, you have the wood. And let's move on to the banana peels, because at the end I have something to show you that is really going to help save you money. And I'm going to come back to this, but these are sweet potatoes that I paid roughly $5 for, and I got four, and I'm going to turn these. By the time I'm done with them, they're going to be worth about $100. Yeah, you heard me right, but it's going to take a little bit of work. This was the seeds that I talked about before. At the end of every one of these segments that I do in Gardening Over 40, I give you a free or almost free something that you can do or pick up for your garden. And right now, I'm waiting to get my email to tell me to go to the library and pick those seeds up, my free seeds for this year. So, one of the other things that you can do is coffee grounds. So, what I do is keep them. You can't just keep these sitting out. They will mold because of the moisture. So you can put them on a sheet tray, dry them out, set them outside, dry them out, put them in the refrigerator near the bottom, but you have to make sure they don't dry out clumped up. They have to have air. You have to aerate them, spread them out, and let that air get to them. And once that air hits them, you will be able to use them in your garden. So there's the N and there's the P again: nitrogen, phosphorus, and one thing that I forget to tell people all the time: I use my filters in my garden, and the reason why I can use my filters is because of this: no bleach. A lot of people like the nice white filters, and that's fine. I guess it makes them feel like it's safer or cleaner. But if you look over here, it'll tell you natural brown. If you look over here, no bleach added. We add bleach to a lot of things that we don't need to. Our sugar is bleached. Our flour is bleached. Um, there's a lot of things that we use that we bleach. That there are places that actually bleach their garlic. Yeah, let that one sink in. So we have basically uh, covered these items that you can use. The banana peels, you basically want to put them in a dehydrator, and I have a video on that also. I've done videos on all these before, so what I'll do is make sure that I put the links to the bottom so that you can process these eggshells, the wood ash. You can actually build a fire, I guess, if you are uh, take safety precautions and outside, or if you have an area, if you live in an apartment building, it might be difficult. But build a fire and make your own ash. Banana peels. We eat a lot of bananas in this house, and I make banana bread, so I have no problem with that. And the coffee grounds. So I said that there was one of the things that I wanted to go over with you guys, and that is the sweet potato here. People are going to wait until May, and then they're going to decide they want to grow sweet potatoes. And I'll tell you right now, because I priced them and everything is going through the roof. Sweet potato slips for a handful, like maybe about 15, will cost you $25. I thought originally about putting the link up, then I said, no, I'm not going to give anybody business. It takes a long time to grow slips. If you look it up, it'll tell you that you can grow slips in 6 weeks, 7 weeks. And that's true. But what happens? Once you grow the slips, then those slips are going to need to be rooted. You're going to need to grow roots for those slips. So that's going to take you another couple of weeks. Before you know it, you're going to be right up on planting season. And why are you paying $25, $50, $75, $100 for slips when here we are in the middle of February? If you start these slips in March, right before spring, then you'll have all the slips you need. You can probably give some to a few friends. So that's something else that you can save money on, besides using these nutrients here. So every week we do the one thing that is free or almost free. And this week, it's the free garden planner. This is something that I've been doing kind of freehand on my own. And this is the address to the website where you can lay your garden out for the summer. I lay mine out. I used to wait until the spring. And now, I guess maybe because I'm anxious to get planning, to get started, anxious for winter to be over, I start early. And it's a good thing I do because I end up changing the layout 2 or 3 times. So this is a site where you can go to, and it takes a little bit of getting used to. It's free, and you just lay out your garden. You can print it out, and this way you know exactly where everything is going. That is something that is very useful as a gardener, whether you're an experienced gardener or not. So I'm trying to make sure that I didn't overlook anything. I am trying to reach 4,000 subscribers this year. So I'm hoping you guys will repost this, or at least subscribe if you haven't, because I did promise you one more thing at the end of this video. And if you were wondering why you were seeing these tea bags, this is it. And when I was researching for this video, I know that tea bags can also be used in your garden. So that would be number 5 if you're counting. But the point is not whether or not you can use these as nutrients in your garden. The point is that I found out that these tea bags will help get rid of the pest. Apparently, if you plant these tea bags in your around your plants, that it will deter possums, and it will deter certain critters. They don't like the smell. So it doesn't have to be this brand, but it should be black. And if you do use these in your garden, obviously you want to take off the tag and take off the staple. You can use these for nutrients in your garden. But the tea bags itself are basically for acid loving, I guess, like blueberries and rhododendrons and things like that. You can use them. I would not put this in with everything else. So the coffee grounds also can be used as a deterrent and or as a nutrient in your garden. So these two together, as I said, we have chickens, and unfortunately, we lost one suddenly last week. There's been a lot going on here. This is the reason why my videos have not been going up on Tuesday. like they normally do Tuesday at noon. I'm going to try to get back on that schedule. But right now, these are things that you can do to start getting ready for spring so that you don't wake up one day and the birds are chirping and the sun is shining and it's like, holy crap, I had to get my garden ready and I had to go out and buy all this stuff. You are probably still going to have to pay for a couple of things, but this way you're getting a head start. You're starting now. You're saving all this stuff up. You're prepping all this stuff so that when your friends and neighbors and everybody else comes out and starts getting ready, you are already ahead of the game. So that's it for today. I am the Frugal Gardener. I appreciate you stopping by, spending time with me today. Again, please subscribe. Please repost this. Please place your comments, questions, anything you have below. I respond to them all. I appreciate you guys. You have a great day. And remember, when you grow your own food, you'll always know where it comes from. Catch you on the next video where I'll give you an update on my hydro garden.